The Sega Dreamcast. Now, you might assume that for a console that was only in production for 2.5 years, it wouldn't have a lot of variations. Well, it did. One would argue it had too many, in fact. As always, I'm talking about different looking machines, not just changes to the cardboard box. Must be official and licensed, no dev kits, no prototypes, not yet at least, and again, thanks to consolevariations.com for existing. First off, we got the basic Dreamcast. It's off-white, very sci-fi, very round. While the Dreamcast itself never had a slim model, there were several major revisions to the internal components and whatnot. But I'm only here to discuss changes you can see. The most obvious differences are regional. In North America, you get an orange logo, a solid gray triangle piece, and the text on the front reads compatible with Windows CE. In Japan, we have the same orange logo, but a clear triangle piece, and the text reads designed for Windows CE. In Europe, it's a blue logo. The same solid gray triangle piece and says compatible with, yeah. The reason for the logo change is due to a trademark issue. In Europe, Tivola already claimed a logo that looked quite similar. This logo would also appear on the Brazilian Dreamcast sold through Tectoy. Anyway, moving on, we have the Sega Sports Pack. It's black and has the Sega Sports logo plastered on the front. Same with the controller. Less than 50,000 were made, North American exclusive, and I think it looks pretty a-okay. Sega traditionally had black as their primary color of their consoles leading up to the Dreamcast, so this kind of feels like a throwback. The logo oozes 90s nostalgia, and these generally go for $100 to $150 on eBay. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Next is Sakura Wars. Light pink on the top, white on the bottom. Got quite a few decals in there, don't ya? Less than 50,000 produced, Japanese exclusive. The additional pink VMU is a nice touch. I usually like this color on consoles, but without a glossy finish, it seems a bit off to me. Almost like it's discolored. Maybe that's my ever-critical eye. There's a lot of these on eBay, but most are unsold or duplicate listings. $300 seems like the most accurate price though. 3.5 out of 5. Next is two Hello Kitty variants. Pink Kitty and Blue Kitty, that's what I'll call them. Both are translucent, see-through if it were. Less than 50,000 produced of each, but it comes with a custom VMU and keyboard. How neat. And it's Japanese exclusive, but you could probably tell. Usually these go for $200 to $300, maybe a bit more. I like them though. 3-point cat out of 5. The R7 Dreamcast, or Regulation 7 Dreamcast. In Japanese law, Regulation 7 regulates those businesses that may affect public moral standing, and the reason this Dreamcast is called this edgy name is because it was sold in pachinko parlors. It's got that black box, matching controller, no VMU it seems, and generally goes for $250 to $300. I mean, sometimes more, but it's less common than any of the others we've seen, with only 2,000 produced. Gets a Regulation 7 out of however many regulations there are. In an effort to boost Dreamcast sales and recognition, Sega produced 3 rental variants of the machine. These would be put in various department stores and, I assume, were rented out. Less than 1,000 were produced of each, and they all look fairly similar with a basic off-white body and a sticker on the top. I can't find pricing, but most of these were rented out, so who knows what happened to all of them. Japanese exclusive, and I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. The code Veronica Dreamcast, it's red, clear red, dark clear red, matching controller, but the VMU is gray, that's a shame. I like the black controller port, that's something different. 1,800 were produced, Japanese exclusive, and let's just look up those prices. Oh no. 5 out of 5. Clear Seaman. Clear Seaman. Japanese exclusive, about 500 made. I found a sold listing for $1,000, and yeah, I guess it is rare. 2 out of 5. It's a TV. It's supposed to be shaped like Sonic, I think. Does that look like Sonic? I can't remember. Called Divers 2000. It's just a Dreamcast built into a TV, but a fancy-looking TV. But best of all, the TV has green lights on the side that seem to be tied to the volume output. Less than 1,000 were made, and it is a Japanese exclusive. It's blue, it has a tail. I can't find any pricing online, and I assume as we get to the rarest models, that's going to be par for the course. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 4.5. It's good. It could be great, in fact. Super Super Black. Less than 1,000 made, sold through Dreamcast Direct, which was renamed Sega Direct, and then it died. But you can still nab the domain if you're fast. This gets a 4. Just 4. Red Seaman. Seaman. Yes, we still have the Seaman here, but this box has a few oddities. Pretty sure that's a different colored button than I'm used to. Same with the controller. This is wacky. A lot wackier than I'd expect. Only 850 were produced, came with the red VMU, so that's cool. I'd give this a 4 out of 5. A lot of different colors is cool, even if they don't really fit together that well. None have sold recently on eBay, but offers are up there from $1,500 all the way to that's just stupid. Dreamcast Partners, that's the name of this one. It looks very similar to a standard Dreamcast, except for that badge on the front. A badge that features the signature of Shuichiro Irimajiri. It also featured the name of those who purchased it. It was available through Sega Partners or Dreamcast Partners, a service that you could subscribe to and receive promotional material in demos not available to the general public. Japanese exclusive, less than 500 produced. I think this one is pretty perfect. It's custom, distinguished, Dreamcast. 10 out of 10. It's the Stars console. I like the translucent blue. Came with some Resident Evil stuff. 200 were made, and oh yeah, the Sega logo becomes white on darker consoles and dark on lighter consoles. That's cool. The controller bay gets gray. What fun. I haven't seen any that have sold recently, and considering this is the only listing I found, I assume none will be selling for a good long while. It gets stars out of 5. Stars. Pearl Blue. Less than 200 made, only available through Dreamcast Direct. Japanese exclusive. 4.5 out of 5. I like the simplicity of it all. In the same vein, we have Metallic Silver, which is a silver and black Dreamcast. I like when they change the color of the buttons, that's nice, and the fact it's slightly shiny and has a custom controller adds to the appeal. Less than 200 made, only available through Dreamcast Direct, Japanese exclusive. 4.5 out of 5, I like the complexity of it all. Pearl Pink, Pink Pearl, it's pink. Same story as the others, gets a I like it out of who really fucking cares. Pricing on all these can vary from 200 or so to 1,000, or just duplicate listings. The Maziora Dreamcast. It's a weird color, and that's because it's produced with Maziora paint, or Chroma Flare as it's known in the West. If you've ever been to a car show or seen a TVR in a racing game, you'll know what it is. 500 made, Japanese exclusive. 200 of these were signed by Tadahiko Taira, Grand Prix motorcycle racer, and overall it's just a whimsical time capsule. I can't find too many sales of this one except for 3,300 euros, which comes out to 3,500 bucks USD, but still, it's a 5 out of 5. Okay, this next bunch is what I like to describe as the boring Dreamcast variants. You'll figure out why pretty quickly. Toyota! It's a Toyota Dreamcast. 160 were made. Reportedly, Sega gave these to various Toyota dealerships in Japan as sort of a cross-marketing promotion. It's fine. Kinda simple though, right? I'll give it a...
I'm Bruce Lee, sales manager at Trimac Toyota.
Out of 5. Lawson Station. This one is mysterious. Less than 100 are believed to exist. Now it says Lawson Ticket Station on there, and Lawson is a Japanese convenience store, and they do have ticket stations that sell tickets for various events. CSK Kino is in the same vein, Japanese exclusive, less than 50 made. Here's the Milka Dreamcast. Milka, if you don't know, is a European company that makes chocolate, so yes, this is a European Dreamcast. This was the prize for winning a Sega Extreme Sports pre-release tournament. 10 were made, so it's rare, and it's probably worth several chocolate bars. Gets a 1.8 out of 5. K-Office. It has the logo of Japanese company K-Office signed by the CEO himself, Mr. K-Office. Less than 50 made, gets a K out of office. It's the Cosmo Yakuen Dreamcast. Japanese exclusive, less than 50 made. Gets a I can feel the viewer retention plummeting out of 5. CocaCola. Just says Coca-Cola on the front. Reportedly, you could get this through earning points in a Sonic mobile game. Japanese exclusive. It gets a Coca-Cola sticker out of Nomura Holdings. It's like the others, but this time the sticker's on the front. Nomura Holdings is a holdings company, so they probably gave it away to some great investors. Less than 100 made, gets a less than 100 out of 5. Now this one's better, it's bold. A series of consoles airbrushed by T. Rachu and officially commissioned by Sega of Germany. Numbers vary, but each has less than 25 made, so let's go through them, and I'll add in my reactions after the fact. Yeah, wow, cool, hip, rad, buoyant, insipid, slut. I can't find any online unless you count a decolored Dreamcast as golden. RX-78. It had 78 made, all sold in Japan exclusively online. It's blue, and I'm gonna say it's the same colors as Sonic. Probably. It has some yellow in there. Does Sonic have yellow? I can't remember. Sakura Tyson's specialty store console. Look at it. It's pink, with text. Given away for some store grand opening, less than 50 made, and it looks nice. It gets a infograms, game planets, logos are fun. I imagine all the yellowing is just yellowing, and it was probably all white at one point. European exclusive, less than 50 made. Swatch, that's the name of the console. It's clear blue, has an engraving on the top. It was used as a demonstration unit to allow you to buy tickets for things on your Dreamcast. Less than 50 made. The Gold Dreamcast, given away during a contest in Japan, less than 50 made. Here we have Sonic. You remember Sonic. Kinda surprising it took this long to get the blue groundhog on a console. 50 were made and 40 were signed by Yuji Naka himself. Why 10 of those weren't signed, I have to assume his hand got tired. It was made to celebrate Sonic's 10th anniversary of being alive. Here we have the holy grail of all Dreamcasts. It's the Limp Biscuit Dreamcast. You remember Limp Biscuit? This is just 25 Dreamcasts signed by Fred Durst. I mean, I don't know exactly how it's official. Like, if Fred Durst just signs a Dreamcast, does that make a new variant? It was released in wherever Fred Durst was at the time. I'll give it a Fred out of Durst. Also, I found this. Well, I don't know if it's a real Dreamcast. I found a single image of it on SegaRetro.org, and it seems to be Sonic. Blue, clear Sonic. I didn't see it on ConsoleVariations.com, and maybe it doesn't even exist, but if it did, it would be something. Yup, this video has a bit anticlimactic of an ending. Sure, but it's fitting, because the Dreamcast had sort of an anticlimactic ending. At least that's the excuse I'm going with.